Well, hello there. Please don't. Don't fog up the lens. I gotta record a video with that. Yeah, get out of here. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Planet Zoo. Based on popular demand from the comments of my previous video, in sandbox mode, I have been told to begin my campaign in career mode. So, let's begin. And here we are.
Heyo at Hematu. Yeah. Sorry about that. I have a habit of slipping back into the Planko language.
There's a language for it? I thought it was just gibberish.
Finally meet you in person.
Okay then.
I'm Bernard.
It's a dodo.
Although I insist you call me Bernie. The only person who calls me Bernard is my wife. And even then, only when I've tracked elephant dung into the carpets. As you know, I own several zoos, but I always like to show people the ropes here at my home.
That'd be appreciated. I'm kind of a noob.
The first zoo I ever opened, and a source of great pride for me. And prides, thanks to a lion breeding program we ran in the 80s.
Huh.
But we're in the middle of a big renovation, and that's where you come in. Sadly, our old contractor had to retire after developing a fur allergy. Poor devil kept sneezing his dentures into the lion habitat. So, it's up to you.
His dentures into the lion habitat.
Don't worry, though. I'm not completely throwing you into the deep end. My head keeper, Nancy Jones, will be lending a helping hand. Oh, she's a hard worker, and she'll expect you to be too. But I'm sure you'll get along like a house on fire, or even better, one that isn't on fire. Less shouting that way.
Yeah, real comforting, thanks.
Hello there. From that rosy, fresh face of yours, I'm guessing you're Bernie's new hire.
I'm not that young.
Good.
Gosh.
Now, I hope
I do have
you're
a
ready
baby
to
face,
touch
though.
your diploma because we're about to get really hands-on. But before we begin the real work, how about we familiarize you with the zoo
Okay.
by learning how to fly around it and visiting some of our beautiful animals. We'll
Okay.
start by popping over and having a look-see at the grizzly bears in their habitat. See now, this is a fantastic way to get a close look at your animals.
Hello, big fella.
You can also get this view of an animal by simply double-clicking on it.
Okay.
Okay, when you're ready, let's
Oh.
pop over to the other side of the zoo
Well.
and take a look at the lions. I've marked their location for you to find.
Didn't mean to intrude. Clicked on him at the perfect time. Okay then. What are we doing?
Panthera leo, or the West African lion to you and me. Lions are the most social of the big cats, and there can be as many as 40 lions in a pride, although prides of that size are pretty rare. As Bernie would say, those lions
Pestering
are
his mom.
awesome, which is precisely why I handle the training instead these days. Anyway, how about we get started on those objectives? Come on, let's head over to an empty habitat and see what needs doing there.
All right then. Here we go. Nice little habitat.
As you can see, it's a lovely space for animals, but it's missing a certain something.
Animals?
Two somethings. Warthogs. So
Okay.
I'd like you to adopt a pair of them. To adopt animals, we need to open the animal market, which is in the animal trading section.
Why isn't this working? There we go. Warthog. Research? No, not research. Oops. Market. Here we go.
When you adopt an animal,
Okay.
it's automatically placed in the trade center, where they're held until you're ready to move them into their habitat, which, as it happens, you are. So how about you move them into their new home?
Okay, well, where is it? This is still highlighted. Where's the animal storage? Where's the trade center? We have some shops. This is the kind of work I aspire to. I've said before in my Planet Coaster videos, and I'll say it again here, my weakness in these games is the actual decorations and I mean, look at this place. And I don't have I don't have my ability to build fancy roller coasters as a crutch to justify making these videos in this game. I have to adapt and learn if I want to make my videos good. So, I think playing this game will make me better at Planet Coaster, and playing Planet Coasters makes me better at this game. Probably, maybe, hopefully. Well, where the heck is the trade center. Animal trading?
There we are, a pair of perfectly splendid warthogs for our zoo.
I already adopted
Click
them.
on them and select
All right.
Adopt from the side menu. Normally the animal exchange would be full of animals, but I've emptied out the market while you learn how it works. The last thing I need is you accidentally ordering a dozen elephants.
Do we have... Oh, she's not going to have me sent to a quarantine. Okay, I see we're starting with the basics.
Ask for an animal to be moved into a habitat. Your caretakers will go to the trade center, collect your animal, and deliver them to your selected habitat. I've marked the trade center's location, so let's go and watch the caretakers in action. Well, as you can see, those caretakers don't hang about. They'll move those animals to their destination as fast as possible. Of course, normally we'd have to place the animals into quarantine before moving them into a habitat.
That's what I was trying to do.
I am assured by a person of good standing that these warthogs are in the very rudest of health.
I've never heard rude used as an adjective to describe good, though, but I'm American, not British, so...
You see, each animal in the zoo has an overall welfare statistic, basically how happy they are. And that overall welfare statistic is itself comprised of 4 different areas: nutrition, social health, habitat, and enrichment.
Okay.
Luckily, if you
don't throw the box, gosh.
The animal welfare information panel, which we saw earlier, where you can see how they're doing.
Welfare.
That way, you'll know exactly
enrichment.
what areas need to be addressed. Don't worry if that's a lot to remember. You can always check Wikipedia for more information. Let's start by making sure we're taking care of the warthog's nutrition welfare. To do this, we need to place a food station and a drinking station. Now, each animal requires a different type of feeding station. And for the warthogs, it's a small feeding trough. So let's add one of those and a water bowl. Animals also require stimulation to keep them happy. Let's add a lovely mud bath for the warthogs to roll around in. That bath will count towards their enrichment welfare, specifically their toy enrichment welfare.
Let's build a couple.
Oh, nice work. You've got a
outside placement area, huh?
Now,
fine.
Our contractor had to leave in a hurry, so this place is in a pharaoh's state. Unfinished thingamajigs and whatsits all over the shop.
Those are some of my favorite words. Just saying.
Ostrich habitat. It's over near the hippos.
Over near the hippos, you say? Well, take me. Where is it? Oh, there we go. I see, it's not finished.
Before we actually start building our ostrich habitat, let's pause the game. Just click the pause button in the bottom right corner.
Or press P.
That's more like it. A quick break. Sometimes it's a good idea to pause the game whilst you're doing something which requires your concentration, because it'll stop the zoo spinning out of control while you're looking the other way.
Right.
Let's keep the game paused while we get this ostrich habitat built. Okay, job number 1 here is to add a habitat gate before we complete the barrier. Every habitat needs a habitat gate. After all, how else would the keepers get in and out? Just make sure it's hooked up to the path so the keepers can reach it.
Right.
Right.
Put it right there.
Let's complete the perimeter barrier so we can adopt us some ostriches. I've marked out an area for you to use, so I'd like you to finish off the perimeter using the brick barrier.
I think, rather than wasting all this real estate, let's bring this to the corner. And let me make this finer. Nah, I don't like that. Okay, back to what it was. 24. Oh, that's not gonna do. Okay. Oh, brother. How am I gonna make this work? Okay, let's start from this side, actually. And follow along this edge. We have longer segments over here. I like the way the short segments look with all the pillars, but I guess over here, I guess that the only reason they did that was so they could turn and stuff. So we'll take all those back. Right. How long is this? 25 feet? $26-ish, I think. Okay. Okay, well that didn't work. Let's make this a little bit sharper. No, I don't like it. Make this one sharper. I'll make the rest of them more gradual.
Good work.
There we go. A little wonky, but it's good enough.
Before you can place animals in any habitat, it has to have a full loop of connected barrier.
Right.
Now, you've probably noticed that guests can't actually see into this habitat at the moment. At least not without a stepladder. But seeing as they're banned, I'd like you to select a piece of barrier and swap out the brick for a glass barrier, so the guests can see in.
Huh? Let me do the thing. All. Highlight a section. No. Do I have to, oh, there we go. Highlight a section of barrier and then click the glass barrier in the browser to swap it.
There we go.
Oh,
Adding in
that's what we were trying to do.
gives guests even more opportunities to see the animals in a habitat. It's always
Well, I guess
best
this
to
is stuck
make sure
now.
the guests can get a good view into a habitat from the path they're walking on, because it makes them happy, and because this would be a pretty terrible zoo if they couldn't.
I'll take that
Last
personal.
thing we need to do
Just
is to
kidding.
add a donation box. You see, when guests enjoy the view of an animal, they'll make a donation. Just make sure you put them in easy-to-reach places, like near a viewing point. Donation boxes are one of the main sources of income for the zoo, so make sure you remember them.
Right.
By the
Got
way,
it.
as well as pausing the game, you can speed the game up by clicking on the fast forward button. It'll run everything at 2 times and 5 times faster.
2
it
and
can
5.
be useful, especially if you're waiting for money to accumulate or for animals to be delivered to your habitat. Personally, I use it when I'm waiting for a brew to finish.
If only I could do that in real life.
Finished the habitat, so it's high time we adopted those ostriches, don't you think? Let's
Righto.
put them in here.
Let's go ostrich. Common ostrich. No, not research. Why'd I click that again? Market. Let's see. This one's in great health. Okay, these two are the best shape, and then the males. Okay, I want this one, and this one. Or do I have to do I have to get all of them? Okay, that was all of them. Okay. Animal trading. Storage. Send to zoo. I don't see. I literally, yeah, there's no trade center, so not trade center, quarantine, so
While
right
you
there.
wait for them to be collected by the caretakers and brought to the habitat, you should get it ready for them. Add a suitable feeding station, water station, and an appropriate food enrichment item. It's often
Right.
best to place things like enrichments and feeding stations near to the habitat perimeter, so guests can get a really good view of the animals.
Oh, here we go. Why did that box get so big just for a puny little ostrich?
Oh,
All right.
see the ostriches
Let's go.
that somewhere they can really stretch their legs.
Ooh,
Did you know they can
Bronze
actually
lion.
run at 43 miles per hour?
Yep.
Oh, heaven forbid they ever escape.
Meow.
The speed camera finds
Come back.
alone would bankrupt us.
Look at that adorable little
Bernie
face.
certainly seems impressed. Did you do his speed camera joke? Every time we get an ostrich. So, now we've made the ostriches' lives a bit better, let's do the same for the keepers, shall we?
For the
To make
keepers?
it easier for the keepers to feed the ostriches and hippos, we should build a new keeper hut. Keeper huts are where the keepers prepare the food for animals, so they should be placed near to the habitats to make sure the keepers don't waste their time walking when they should be looking after the animals.
Oh, good point.
You'll need to rotate the keeper hut to get it to connect up to the path.
Is there a specific area I'm supposed to build this? Because it's not snapping to the path here. Obstructed my butt. Outside placement area. Oh! The game wants me to put it over here. Gotcha. You got me there, mate. Ta-da! We done did it. Do we have to place another one?
This keeper hut
never mind.
only has space for one keeper, but the larger keeper hut can allow multiple keepers to prepare food at the same time. Oh, but bear in mind that keeper huts and other staff facilities shouldn't be placed near to areas where there are lots of guests. Guests don't like seeing facility buildings, and it can affect their happiness.
Right.
Negatively. In case that wasn't clear. Something that all facilities, shops, and a whole host of other objects need is power. And that obviously includes your newly built keeper hut. So let's place a transformer next to it, shall we?
Right. Facilities.
Now, the reason everything has gone blue is because you're using the power heat map. This map allows you to see what is and what isn't powered in your zoo. So once you've placed your transformer, you can click in the bottom left to turn the heat map off. Lovely work. Now the keepers can start using the hut to prepare food, and thanks to where you've put it, they won't need to walk very far to deliver it to the ostriches and hippos. Let's get on to your next objective then. Bengal tigers. We want to adopt some, but I'm afraid there's nothing ready for them yet.
Tigers sounds cool.
Head on over to the plot of land I've marked out. It's not too far away.
Right.
Righty, your next job is to build a habitat from scratch.
From scratch, you say?
Grass, I expect. So go ahead and build it. Just make sure that the habitat includes that big hole we've dug. Oh, and don't forget to add a habitat gate to the barrier.
Of course, naturally. I wouldn't want to do that.
Make sure the guests will be able to see the tigers.
Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Back up to 20 feet. We'll turn this off so we can more closely follow this edge here. Switch down to 7. Yeah, something like that. Oops, 23. Give me 20. While we're here, I gotta say something funny I did. I say confess like I did something wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. I mean, it was wrong for me. But basically, when I started this recording, well, I actually started recording in this new timed mode, not timed zone, what am I saying? Timed mode, because I thought that was career mode. And it wasn't, so I just wasted my time for like an hour and 15 minutes recording for nothing. It's kind of funny, but also annoying. Because it meant, time not spent recording this. But oh well. Give me this. Here we go. Angle snap. That should do it. Can I scoot this one over though? Cool. I can adjust it. I like that. Like this one is slightly askew, so let me switch it. There we go, perfect. Now if we look at tigers, let me see. Tiger. Bengal tiger. You need this to be 9 feet tall, 10 feet tall basically. So this, we will, ooh, whoops, not like that. Select everything. I said select everything. Now go up to 10 feet. Barely over the limit. Barely. Might as well make it a little more just to be safe. Okay. Now, I think we have to have a gate. So where do we want the gate? Where's the nearest animal keeper? It's over there. Probably want the gate somewhere where it's not by the trees, so they're not going to get surprised by a hungry tiger.
Now, Bernie takes safety very seriously at his zoos, so we should probably make sure those tigers can't jump out of their habitat, don't you think? The way
Already
to do
did.
it is by changing the height of the habitat's barrier. Okay then, you should start by double-clicking the habitat barrier, which will take you into barrier editing mode.
Way ahead of you.
Now, highlight the entire perimeter of the habitat. You can do that by clicking and dragging the barrier selection tool.
That looks silly. I shouldn't have done that. Well, whatever.
Now you've got all of the perimeter selected, you can increase the height of it by clicking and dragging the barrier height tool upwards. You'll want to make sure it reaches a height of at least 3.7 meters.
Or the imperial equivalent. I want to ride the train. I'm out of here. So long, losers! Oh, we're under the chassis. Why is it perfectly square? Can I change the seat I'm in? Here we go. Oh, I'm a person. Oh. I wonder what person I am. Oh, I was her for a second. Chugga, 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 chugga. Anyway, no more distractions. Drag this widget to change the height of the... Right.
Now that the habitat is in place, don't forget to put down a donation box near to your viewing areas. We need every dollar we can get.
Wait, it's stuck
Especially
now?
These tigers aren't exactly eating instant noodles
Oh,
for
bother.
lunch.
That's funny. I didn't mean to... Wait, no. Select the whole thing. Shrink. No. It's too tall. Wait, was that meters? No, it's 9.9 feet, so it has to be 10 feet tall. What have I done? This is so derpy. Oh, well. What am I supposed to do? Donation box.
Okay, that's the habitat boundary complete, the habitat gate in place, and most importantly, the tigers won't be able to jump out of it anymore. I think it's time we adopted those tigers.
Right. Can I fix this now? It looks so silly. Nope. That's here. Okay. Bengal. Bengal tiger. Oh, it's right here. Oh, we're already there. Pfft, what am I doing? I'm searching for nothing. Market. These guys are expensive. Goodness. Okay. Animal trading. Storage.
Whilst our trusty caretakers collect and deliver the tigers, let's take a look at preparing the habitat for their arrival. We'll start with the basics. Add a suitable feeding station for them.
Oh, I don't think I can fix it. I really messed it up. That's hilarious. Ah, bother. Okay. Food tray? Probably want that close to the entrance, so the zookeeper doesn't have to spend too much time in here.
This time, instead of adding a water bowl, let's try something different. Some animals need a pool in their habitat so they can go for a swim, but they can also use it to drink from. All you have to do is make sure the banks of the pool have a gentle slope so they can easily get a nice, refreshing drink. There's already a pool excavated, but you still need to fill it with water.
Right.
You should do that by going into terrain and selecting the water tool.
Swimming.
Yes, that'll do nicely. Of course, just like the warthogs
No.
and ostriches, these tigers will also need some enrichment. Why don't you add some suitable toy and food enrichment items into their habitat?
Like zookeepers when they ask for a raise? I mean, let me see. A frozen blood pumpkin? Right. Wait, I don't want that there. I can't undo it. Hey, can I move this? Yeah, let me up. Rubbing pad.
Okay, it's really starting to take shape. Now,
Right.
the tigers will need a shelter in their habitat so they can hide from the guests, or more likely, the bad weather. Although given that we're in England, you might want to think of that just as normal weather. Go on, add a shelter to their habitat. You can either build one from various suitable bits and bobs, or if you like,
Planet Zoo shelter
just
8x8 by
pop down the
4.
blueprint that I've already built for you.
What if I can hide that back here? Like against the fence, basically. Cool.
Oh, poor Dabs. I'm sure it can't have escaped your attention that the tigers look a bit miffed. That's because they aren't too keen on the type of terrain in their habitat. Select a tiger and bring up its information panel.
They destroyed that thing.
Rightio. Click on the terrain tab. That way you can view the terrain information.
Here, have
and see
some
how
more.
they feel about the different types of terrain. That'll tell you what the tigers need more of or less of in this habitat.
Okay, so they want
then,
more long
open the
grass.
terrain editing tool, select painting, and give them some more soil. Yes, that should help with the habitat part of their welfare.
So they want soil, as she said? Well, we just added some. They also want long grass. Let's grow all this grass taller. Or maybe they didn't want that much grass. Hold on. Oh, the target was to reduce it, so I was actually being counterproductive. Oops. Okay. Soil is at 69%. Nice. Oh, nope. And now it's higher. Oh, they need less soil? Well, I'm confused.
Right then.
There we go.
All animals need plants and trees from their own biome or continent. You know, deserts, savannas, or Asia.
So I was
Europe,
reading
that
it
sort
wrong.
of thing. It looks like these tigers need a few more plants in their habitat. To get a perfect fit, use plants from the rainforest and temperate biomes that are native to Asia. Although if you have to, you can get away with using just one or the other.
Okay.
The tigers will also want a certain amount of their habitat to be covered by those plants. To find out which plants to use and how many, select a tiger and go to the Environment tab. Now, as you can see, some of the plants currently in the habitat aren't quite right for the tiger, like the wattle bushes. You can remove them if you want.
If I want, so it's optional.
You can find all of the plants you need in the nature section, and you can use the filters to only show the types of plants you want to see. In this case, that's plants from the rainforest or temperate biomes.
Only a few left they don't like. It's gonna be a shame to get rid of those trees, though. Plants. Yeah, these are the big trees. Oh. Okay. No shade for you. Just these two left. This one plant right there. Caribou moss. And the last one is buffalo dry grass. Okay. So now we can go to nature. We use our filters. Go to biome. Or are they temperate? Temperate continent is Asia. So this is what they like. Let's replace those big fir trees with elm trees. Got a hawthorn bush. Got bracken. I think that's what we already have. We got bamboo. Oh no, don't float. Floating is illegal. Ho, we have done it! Woo!
They say the good fences make good neighbors. I
The
guess
ape
that's
apprenticeship?
probably true when one of the neighbors is a Bengal tiger.
Eye of the Tiger.
Still, those tigers look so happy that I doubt
Nice.
they'd leave. Even if you did poke a hole in their fence. Oh, but for heaven's sake, don't test that theory.
Why not?
Right.
I could test it with
Let's head
you.
over to the Indian peafowls. I've been told that we need to improve their social welfare.
Oh yeah? Locate the highland area. Okay, I made it.
Just find one of the peafowls and select them to
Oh, I
open an
love this.
information panel.
They have like a whole
good gander
maze.
at how they're doing. Although technically, I suppose gandering would just be for geese. Expand their social welfare, and we can get a bit more detail.
Social welfare?
Now, they've clearly got plenty of space, and they're not stressed, but it looks like their social group is
So these are drop downs.
So let's find out more. Click on the social tab at the top of their information panel to see what's wrong.
I love the sound peacocks make. Yeah!
Right.
Yeah!
As you can see, the peafowls need their population to be larger. To solve this little problem, you'll need to adopt 3 more female peafowls. Off you
Oh, that's
pop
so
to the
cute.
animal market then.
Aw. Little peafowl just chill. Peahen just chilling there. I don't know why I like peacocks so much. You're so adorable. I don't. What is wrong with me? I'm like ecstatic over this silly little peafowl or peacock. Hello, kitty. What an elegant bird. Anyway, so we need to adopt some more. So let's see. P? Do you want the Indian one or the European one? Oh, pfft. That's a moth. Okay. Indian peafowl. Market. Do we want all 3 of them? Might as well. Okay. Now we go to animal trading, storage. Select all of you and send them here.
Good work on those peafowls. I expect they'll be delivered soon. But sadly, it sounds like our snow leopard is a bit grumpy. Let's
Oh,
head
bother.
over there and see what's wrong with her.
I like how I can just click on the objective and cheat.
Just like people, animals can suffer from stress if things aren't quite right.
Ew.
You know, like when you see someone put in the milk before the tea bag. In the case of these snow leopards, they're a bit
I've never seen
stressed
someone do
by the
that,
lack of
but-
privacy. You can lower their stress levels by swapping out the normal glass barrier by their cave for one-way glass. It's not a cheap option,
Oh.
but I think they're worth the expense, don't you? This will give the snow leopards somewhere to go when they want to get away from the prying eyes of the guests.
Oh yeah, look
When
at
an
that.
animal isn't in its natural biome, it's probably going to be too hot or too cold. Unsurprisingly for the snow leopards, it's too hot.
Snow leopards are so
Even
cool.
with the terrible British weather. You should help cool it down by adding some coolers to their habitat. But let's start by opening up the temperature heat map and having a look-see at the temperature in the leopard's habitat. As you can see, we already have one cooler in there. Let's pop some more down and get as much of the habitat as chilly as we can.
Okay.
Luckily for us, this habitat already has power, but you'll need to make sure of that in the future. Just so you know, if any part of a habitat is powered, then the whole habitat will be powered.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
You can find heat maps for all sorts of helpful things, so do be sure to explore them and make good use of them.
I like how it gradually takes effect. It's still hot, but it's gradually getting cooler.
For the temperature to adjust once you've added coolers or
oh yeah, speak of the devil.
Now we've got the coolers in, we can address the leopards' terrain welfare. You see, what the leopards really want in here is snow and rock, so let's make that happen.
Okay, artificial snow, that sounds expensive. But first of all, they don't like these bushes, so I'm going to get rid of it. You don't like that? You don't like... I learned this when I was doing that embarrassing mistake where I played through the timed scenario instead of, hey, it's not going to let me do it. Oh, fine. It's moving on to the next step. Let's put snow in here. Make it all frosty.
Now then, all of that should give you a pretty good understanding of how to make animals happy. So I'd like you to go and check on all the other animals in the zoo and fix up any issues with their habitats. That'll increase the average welfare of the animals across the whole zoo. And that average welfare is a very important statistic. Now, to quickly see how all your animals are doing in the zoo, you should go into zoo management and then into the animals section.
Zoo management. Animals.
As you can see, this list shows you the animals' overall welfare. So if something's amiss, then you can quickly pop over to them using the locate button. Right, I'm off for a cuppa while you make sure all the animals are well looked after.
Speedy? What's wrong with you, Speedy? So is this the objective to finish, is to make sure a handful of animals are better? Increase the average habitat species overall welfare to 90%. That's actually really smart how they've shown you all the steps. Now you're on your own to do it yourself. So that's good. To start with, let's get rid of this bush. Let's get rid of that. And get rid of this one. I bet he doesn't like it very much. Okay. Now, welfare, nutrition is good, social is good, enrichment is bad. They want food enrichment and toy enrichment. So what are you? An Aldabra giant tortoise. So if we go habitat, filter by species. Tortoise. Oh, it starts with A. Back to the top. A-L. Here it is. Okay. So let's go food and water. Well, nutrition is fine, so enrichment. Herb and scent marker. Plop. Block of frozen fruit? Oh, that didn't take long. He's already happy. Just for fun. Let's get some more stuff. What is this, a fruit spike tree? How does that work? You spin it and fruit falls out? I don't know. Small ice ball. What climate are you accustomed to? Well, all this looks good, so never mind. You are doing just fine. Let's go back to zoo, to animals, welfare. Yucca. So our zebras and our giraffes aren't doing very good. I wonder if they're cold. Let me move over to the giraffes. Enrichment. Oh, okay. The only thing they need is enrichment. Food enrichment and toy enrichment. So, habitat, giraffe, species. Reticulated giraffe, so it starts with R. Is this cheating? Well, it's not cheating. Is this cheesing it by just going to the species to see what specifically works for them? Maybe, but it's helping me. Got some rubbing posts and a big feeder. We should put that over where... Oh, there's a feeding platform over there. Never mind. Maybe a sprinkler, although they need it hot, so maybe not. No sprinkler. But hey, that worked quick. Okay. So back to, not trading. Zoo, welfare. Welfare. I said welfare. Oh. Everyone's doing just fine then, huh? What about my zebras? Are they sharing an enclosure? Oh yeah, here they are. So I guess I fixed it for them too. That's good. But anyway, I wonder if there's other stuff we could do. Habitat, let's switch over to zebra. Plains zebra. So species, go down to P. Plains. Ah! So a few more minor adjustments and things to add that they will like. Small barrel feeder.
Not bad. Not
We've done it.
at all.
We've done
It's
it.
fair to say that you've passed the first part of your training with flying colours.
Well, thank you.
There's still lots more to learn, but we'll have to head to another one of Bernie's zoos for that. If you want to grab your passport, we'll head off, shall we?
All species will start to become available in the animal market? Cool. Well, that's just
Sounds
great.
like you've got the whole zoo purring away nicely. Well, purring, grunting, screaming, booming. All the appropriate noises. I guess I was right to hire you, huh? Don't tell her I told you, but Nancy wasn't sure you'd even last the morning.
Ha!
We're happy this
She
is working.
doubted me.
And
How could she?
Nancy owes me a foxy coffee. As strange as it
What's a
seems,
foxy
considering
coffee?
we just met. When I look at you, I feel like you're the child I never had.
Aw.
After the one I did
Ooh,
have,
bear butt.
obviously. But you see, zookeeping's
Bears
not for my
scare
daughter.
me.
Don't get me wrong.
I like them,
Emma
but they scare me.
absolutely loves animals, but she set her sights somewhat higher. Wants to save the entire planet.
Oh, yeah?
I'll just settle for saving a couple of species. And maybe having a type of frog named after me.
The animations for this guy running around are a little janky. He just faced through the wall. That's so cool. I wonder if Planet Zoo will get a sequel like Planet Coaster did. Probably in a couple years, because I think Planet Coaster came out in 2016, and it took, what, 9 years? 8 years. Yeah, it took about 8 years for the sequel to come out. So this game, having come out in 2019, might be a while before they do that, if they ever do that. Hello, fellas. Enrichment is low. Food enrichment and habitat. Let's fix that. Not that I need to. We could leave, but I don't want to call it quits yet. Let's see. Species. Just common warthog. Starts with a C. Makes it hard to look the stuff up. Here we go. Well, they already have a mud bath. What's wrong with these guys? Food enrichment. Okay. So I don't want this. Barrel feeder. Forage box. Yeah, I'll put this. Actually, it's more flexible. Put this right here. What are these, chimes? Oh, this is cool. Put this over here for the warthogs to bump into. And boom! Welfare just shot up. Perfect. Well, everyone, I think this is a great little start to my career, my campaign playing Planet Zoo career mode. Real quick, let me save this park. I want to show you what I spent about an hour and 15 minutes doing before I got in here. Career. If we go to load, here it is. Karstmeyer first attempt. That was my horrible mistake. Well, let me actually go to the menu so you can see what I'm talking about. Exit domain menu. Oh, this is embarrassing. All right. So if we go to, where is it? Oh, so these are the next scenarios I can play. Okay. I probably want to stay with the tutorials because I'm kind of a numbskull and learn slowly. But when I get it, I really get it. But in the meantime, I assume this is going to be another tutorial, so we'll finish with these two for the next few videos, and then we'll start on the full-fledged, I'm on my own, better not fail scenarios. But anyway, I saw this timed, compete against the clock in timed scenarios, and for some reason I clicked that instead of this, so I clicked it, it went to Karstmeyer. So if I go back and we go to my zoos, you can see the horrible abomination that is my Karstmeyer. Where is it? Here it is. Oh yeah, there's me and my goofy avatar I made. Yep, all kinds of bad things happening. Look at this. There was like a deadline and I've totally exceeded it, and I only finished the first of my beginner objectives. Oh, I'm such a noob. But I have to maybe take it easy on myself, because this is not the first of the beginner scenarios. This this is like an expert scenario for veterans of the game or something. But yeah, we got somewhere. At least we got animals into the zoo and built an enclosure. Oh, I'm such a noob. But anyway, let me head back. And we're back. But anyway, everyone, thank you so much for watching. This was a pleasure to play through. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to indicate by liking the video, subscribe, and stay tuned for when the next one comes out. Until then, I'll see you next time. So have a good one, everyone.